Hi everyone, this is Salman and welcome to Get Trained, Get Hired. So today I'm going to discuss a very important topic, and if you understand this topic and you understand the numbers and you actually run the numbers with me, I think that this video can actually change your life, because at the end of this video the decision that you're going to take is literally going to change your life. So let's look at that. You see, there's a lot of saying right now and there is a lot of buzz around it, like they say the CEO is making millions of dollars as compared to guy at the bottom, right? So there is a huge income gap, but that's not true. There is no income gap. You see, there is only skill gap, no income gap. You see, what is the skill set of a person who is working at a minimum wage at McDonald's? His skill set is to make burgers, and the company is willing to pay him $15 an hour for a person who can make burgers. What's the skill set of the CEO? Well, the CEO can bring billions of dollars into profits for that company, so of course he is paid millions. So you see, a person who can bring billions, that's his skill sets. I think it's only fair to pay him in millions. The person who can only bring you in thousands, it's only fair to pay him in thousands as well. So to compare the skill sets of a person who's flipping burgers to the skill set of a person who can make billions of dollars for a company, and then say that no, there is income gap. No, there is no income gap. There is skill gap. If the same person who's flipping burgers can make millions or billions of dollars for his corporation, trust me, the company will be willing to pay him the billions and millions of dollars as well. So there is no income gap, there is only skill gap. If you get the skills that the person who's making billions, if you get the same skills as him, you will be making the same kind of money. You see, if you compare CEOs with CEOs, then you will see that the salaries are comparable, right? So what does that tell you? There is no income gap. You see, because both the person have the same skill sets, you gotta compare apples with apples. But the media out there, they wanna pay $1 million to a person who has the skill set of flipping burgers. That's not gonna happen. Not now, not ever. Because that skill set is worth the minimum job, the minimum paying job. That's what that skill set is worth, and that's what they are paying him. So he's getting exactly what his services are. So you see, the principle is very simple, and the principle is that you are paid exactly what your service is worth. So if you are able to bring in billions of dollars for the company, then your service is worth millions of dollars and you should be paid that. But if you are flipping burgers, your skills are worth $1.15 per hour, and that's what you are being paid. So forget it if you are thinking that your minimum wage is gonna keep on going up and they're gonna pay you something more. That's just not logical. The only thing you should be doing is upgrading your skill sets. That's the only way to climb up the ladder, upgrading your skill sets. So here is the two principles that you must keep in your mind, and if you understand these two principles, that can literally change your life. And that is, number one, you are paid exactly what your services are worth. So, and the only way to get more money is to increase your services, the quality and the type of your services. You need to do the high value tasks and do them well, do them fast, and your quality must be high. So the number one thing is to develop the higher level skills. The second thing to do is to be among the top 20% of people in your career. And by top 20%, I don't mean the top 20% earners, because earning the top 20% income is just a byproduct of your skill sets. So what you need to do is that your skills need to be among the top 20% of your field. If your skills are up there, your pay will follow. That's how it works, not the other way around. Once you upgrade your skills, you upgrade your salary. You upgrade your skills, you upgrade your salary, and the cycle keeps repeating itself. that's how you do it. Now let's run the math. At the start of the video I was talking about the numbers. Now let's put the numbers, because we are accountants, we like our numbers, and numbers will make much more sense to us. So let's see, let's take an example, very simple one. Let's say that the salaries out there is in totality is $100. $100 is all that the market is gonna have in totality, right? The total market size, the total salaries out there is $100, period. So the top 20% of the people will earn 80% dollar amount. So the top 20% will earn $80 out of the 100. That is everyone. If among the top 20% then divide that $4 equally, then the top 20% each person will get $4. Okay, let's do it again. $100, and the top 80% and the top 20% people will earn 80% of that $100. So that's $80. And let's say the top 20% will divide that $80 among themselves equally, so that's $4 per person. Now the remaining 80% of the people, they will only make with the rest of the 20% which is left over of the $80. That's $20. So for the 80% of the population, only $20 are left to distribute among themselves. And let's say if they distribute it equally among themselves, each one of them will get 25 cents. Now how much is 25 cents compared to $4? That's 16 times more, right? So that means that the top 20% in the field, whatever field that is, will make 16 times more money than anybody else. Right, now we established that. That's the formula, 16 times more, and it's being proven many times. The 80-20 rule is out there and it has been proven many times. Now let's put that 16 times into a perspective. Let's say that you are making $40,000 right now in your career. Now by that means you are not in the top 20%. So in whatever field you are, let's say you are in the accounting field and you are making $40,000 an hour. Now multiply that 40,000 by 16 times to know the number that the top 20% would be earning. So 40,000 times 16 is $640,000. Like, in the same field where you are making $40,000, there is a guy who is making $640,000, who is in the top 20% of your field, whatever your field is. So that's the gap. They go and they talk about the income. No, that's not the income gap. The income gap is a byproduct of the skill gap. That guy who's making $640,000 compared to you making $40,000 is because of the skill sets. His skills are among the top 20% of the industry. Thus he is taking the 20%, the 16 times more than you. And the top 20% people take 80% of whatever money is there, and the rest of the people are all left to go by the leftover, which is just 20%. So the 80%, the lion's share, is gone. So that is why where you are making $40,000, the top 20% guys are making $640,000. So he's making $600,000 more every year. Now imagine the top 20% of the 20%. Right? The top 20% of the top 20%, how much they are making. So multiply 640,000 by 16 times and you will know the number. This is crazy. So you see, there is no income gap. There is only skill gap. And the only way you can make that kind of crazy money is by upgrading your skill sets. So you see, don't be among the 80%, be among the top 20%. The day you realize that, your life will change. So if you are looking to upgrade your skill sets in accounting and taxation, please reach out to us at gettrainedgethired.com and we'll be happy to see what kind of plan we can make to upgrade your skills. Thank you so much for watching. This is Salman from gettrainedgethired.com.